It's now time for the legal answer. It's a regular segment twice a month here on Studio 10, brought to you by the Sinas Dramis Law Firm and personal injury attorneys Stephen Sinas and Katie Tucker. And joining me right now, of course, is Stephen. How's it going?
Very well. Thank you for having me.
Yes, we're glad to have you on because it is the holiday season and we're getting to that time of year where there's that increase of deliveries for online orders of holiday presents. I know I'm guilty of doing such that, but that means there's a lot of commercial vehicles on the roads this time of year.
That's right.
So one of the questions and the topics that we're going to be discussing today is, what if it happens, heaven forbid, if you or a loved one are involved in a crash with one of those commercial vehicles? So I wanted to kind of start it simple with the question is, how are crashes involving commercial vehicles different than just your regular car crashes?
The simple answer is that they are really fundamentally different. There are a lot of different reasons for that. There are some similar legal principles that apply, like the Michigan no-fault insurance law, but depending on what type of truck is involved, it can trigger federal motor carrier regulations that govern how semi-trucks operate, how trucking companies need to operate, so the liability analysis is different, and usually the stakes are much greater because these big trucks tend to severely injure people. So if you're ever severely injured or your loved one is, you just have to recognize that you have a lot of important rights that are different than your typical car crash rights, so you really need to pursue them.
Absolutely. This is all good to know. And also kind of on that note, who are some of the potential defendants in these kind of cases? Because obviously there's so many different factors with this.
Yeah, you obviously have the driver, but then if the driver works for a trucking company, whatever company may own the truck, if the truck is hauling goods for a particular company, that may trigger that company's liability depending on the facts. So there are multiple different defendants, and it's really important to look into this because you have to make sure you bring suit against the right parties, and it has a huge impact on what type of insurance coverage is available. And insurance coverage tends to be the real source of money that people can actually recover in these cases. So you want to make sure you do the analysis right, so you pursue the case the right way, and also so that you pursue the most coverage for your injured clients.
No, that makes sense. And when you break it down like that, it makes it easier for us to understand and, you know, definitely be more aggressive when it comes to if this does happen to one of us or a loved one. So appreciate you breaking all of this down. You know, where can people find more information about this particular question or just kind of any kind of question when it comes to personal injury? Our
website, sinasdramis.com, has a whole bunch of information, especially about trucking accidents, so we encourage people to look there for more information.
Absolutely. And when you're there too, remember you can submit your questions to get more legal answers by going online to that website right there. But thank you so much and happy holidays.
Thank you. You too.